This kid actually rides his bike on high-voltage power lines and passes motorcycles on sharp turns. The first time Kentaro saw Fujiko, he was completely mesmerized by her beauty. Luckily, when Kentaro was working at some rich guy's house, he ran into Fujiko again. This time was different though. At home, Fujiko was dressed super elegantly, like a totally different person from before. Maybe because she's been cooped up at home for so long, Fujiko goes out looking for thrills. When Kentaro was cleaning the toilet, he suddenly thought about how Fujiko also uses this same toilet. So he actually laid his whole body on top of the toilet. But right then, Fujiko suddenly appeared behind him. The next day, Kentaro got kicked out. Not giving up, Kentaro camped out in front of the rich guy's house. 5 days later, he finally saw Fujiko leave by herself. So Kentaro went with Fujiko to an abandoned warehouse. However, Fujiko told Kentaro she wasn't interested in men. Only this lightning-fast motorcycle could conquer her. To save this lost girl, Kentaro decided to challenge Fujiko to a race with his bicycle. Right when the race started, Fujiko shot ahead with a huge advantage. Kentaro knew regular methods wouldn't win him this race, so he jumped straight off the embankment. After tumbling around for a bit, Kentaro successfully made it into the tunnel. Then Kentaro threw out a hook that caught onto a race car up ahead and started speeding along behind it. Suddenly, the race car slammed on the brakes to avoid hitting a dog, and Kentaro got flung into the air. The next second, Kentaro used his rope to hook onto a power tower and used the momentum to swing himself onto the power lines. In the sunset glow, you could see Kentaro's silhouette riding his bike on the power lines. Fujiko was totally shocked when she saw this. Then she gunned it. Meanwhile, Kentaro jumped down from the power lines and got back on the road. Fujiko decided to use her ultimate move on the next turn in extreme lean to totally finish off Kentaro, but Kentaro passed her on the inside. The bicycle was throwing off sparks from how hard Kentaro was pedaling. Then they came to the final sharp turn, impossible to get through without slowing down. But Kentaro kept going full speed and flew straight off the cliff toward the other side of the bridge. At the last moment, Fujiko hit the brakes, and Kentaro couldn't fly that far either. Fujiko lost. Kentaro had actually beaten her motorcycle, but he'd paid with his life. But the next moment, a figure suddenly appeared in the forest down below. Fujiko got super excited when she saw it. Kentaro had fallen from 100 meters up and was completely unharmed. Then Fujiko, now in love with Kentaro, chased after him on her motorcycle, and Kentaro, with his broken brakes, had no choice but to keep going forward.